and welcome to video 2 of the change cycle. So last video 1, we were talking about discontent and how we become discontented over with situations. It could be at your job, it could be with yourself, it could be with your partner. But discontent is step 1 of the change cycle. Well, step 2 of the change cycle is the breaking point, or as what I like to call it, it's the pull up the carpet moment. Okay. It's that glorious point where you just can't shove things underneath the carpet anymore. You know what I'm talking about, right? Right. It's when all that stuff you've been ignoring or pretending is not happening or doesn't bother you comes bursting out like a confetti cannon of emotions. It is an explosion. You know, it's where you've been sweeping stuff under the rug so long. Is basically like a landfill under there. You've been tolerating your job that feels like, a soul-sucking vortex. I've been there. Or in a relationship where every argument feels like Groundhog Day, like nothing's changing, right? You might say it's fine, right? But you're actually one bad day away from a full-blown meltdown. Okay. And then that one day comes. It comes and bam, you hit a wall. It could be something dramatic, like getting into an argument with your partner, or you just can't take another day at your job and you quit. Or maybe it's something like so small, like but it's symbolic. Like waking up one morning and thinking, if I have to like look at that ugly carpet one more day, I will scream. Okay. And that's it. That's the pull up the carpet moment. I remember my own pull up the carpet moments, breaking points. One day for work, I sat in my car after work and out of nowhere, I just started crying. That ugly crying, right? And I was a mess. I was a mess. Everything I've been ignoring about that job and not liking, all those feelings of frustration, unhappiness, and stress just hit me like a tidal wave. I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I mean, and there it was. The big rug of denial I had been living under got yanked up and I had to face the mess. Or how about that relationship I mentioned in video 1, right? The one where I was living in discontent and, kind of bending over backwards to make things work. Well, we got into a fight, right? And another fight, I should say. And this time when he pulled his favorite line, because he had that favorite line of, I'm just going to leave. And usually I'd panic and be like, no, 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 it's okay. This time I sat there and I said, okay. And he kind of looked at me. I didn't say anything. I just sat there quietly and he kept packing. I just sat there and I was like, wow, I just really said that, and then I didn't do anything. He left. Immediately after he left, I called up my best friend and I was like, hey, we broke up. Want to come over to help me rip up this carpet? And we did. We tore that carpet up. We sweated like crazy. And I swear, with every pull, I felt like I was reclaiming a piece of myself. That carpet represented all of the stuff I had been tolerating for way too long. Ripping it up felt like setting fire to the old me, the me that tolerated all the nonsense. So breaking points are powerful because they force us out of our comfy, but could be crappy little bubble we've been sitting in. It's like, congratulations, your tolerance for nonsense has officially run out. Breaking points aren't failures, okay? They're a way of life saying, hey, you can't live in this dumpster fire forever. You can't keep doing the same old thing over and over. It's not, you deserve more. It's not our vision or our dream to live in these states of discontent and upset. Sure, it's messy and it's overwhelming, but it's also when the real change starts to happen. As I said, we can live in discontent for years. I mean, some people live in discontent for like their whole life. Okay. Um, but in these pull up the carpet moments, in these breaking points, it's where the real change starts to happen. Okay. So I want you to think back at a time when you had a breaking point. What was your pull up the carpet moment? Did you finally break up with that person, who never remembered your birthday or who neglected you or maybe you quit that job out of nowhere, that you just weren't really satisfied. Um, Remember, breaking points are breakthroughs. They are breakthroughs. So drop a comment below and share your pull up the carpet moments. I want to hear all about it. What pushed you to finally say enough is enough? And remember, pulling up the carpet is just the beginning. Stick around for the next video where we dive into stage 3, the third stage, where you make the big decision to change and you feel like a boss, right? You're like, yeah, for at least 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and then the fear kicks in. So hit that like button for this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's keep tearing up that metaphorical carpet, one room at a time. And I will see you on the next video.